everybody. Welcome to episode 19 of Anything But Everything, the official podcast for certified blockheads. I am your host, Goose.
I'm your co-host, Botan.
And I'm Bonnie.
Yeah, it's Bonnie. You guys might not recognize that name. She went by a different name
the
last
Roxanne.
time she was on, which was episode 4, which was over a year ago.
Yeah,
But
over.
It's finally time. I've managed to wrangle her back into the.
Up, so I'm back.
Yeah, the last YouTube check was a lot slimmer than it usually is, so I have to bring on Bonnie to help get the ratings up.
These don't make money.
Well, not these, but I get some money. I got my YouTube paycheck just today.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that'll help. Since
Grand total of $5.
No,
I feel bad. Everyone roasts you for that. I feel bad.
I don't know why. I get that's like
cool.
$100 check a month.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Just for making art.
It's decent money.
Well, yeah. In fact, I can't get a check until I make over $100, so it's at least $100 a month. And ever since I made that one video about if Rocky was in Punch-Out, I've been getting a check every month. It used to be every other month. But
the Punch-Out niche.
Of course, I actually put that. I recently ditched Twitter and moved to Blue Sky because I'm just sick of that fucking social media. And in my new bio, I put the Punch-Out guy because that's what everybody fucking calls me. I'm just the Punch-Out guy on YouTube.
Blue Sky makes you think like an animation studio.
Yeah, I mean, it was until it died.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blue Sky is. Have you heard about Blue Sky, Bonnie?
What, the social media?
Yeah.
No.
It's literally a group of people that were like, hey, Elon Musk fucking butchered Twitter, like, horribly, so we're going to make our own version of Twitter that actually functions correctly. And a lot of people have been going to it recently because Elon Musk was like, oh, we're going to change the way blocking works, so you're not actually blocking anybody. And also, all of your posts, including art, will be fed into our little AI bot, whether you want it to or not.
I work in politics, so I know how bad Twitter is. So.
Oh, yeah. So we just... a shit ton of people moved over to Blue Sky recently, myself included, and it's miraculous how not angry I get on Blue Sky compared to Twitter. Because, like, there's no, like, there's no rage bait, there's no bots just saying random shit or posting the same videos I've seen 100 times. It's just people, like, sharing art, and, like, the feed shows you shit you actually care about. It's very good. And if anyone is, like, sad that Twitter is not the way it used to be, just get on Blue Sky. It's so much better. But, I forget what I was going to talk about because that was not related to what I was going to talk about at all. Shit. Oh, it was my YouTube paychecks. I'm very thankful for them because I'm still without a job. I've been at my own place for like 2 months now, and I'm still
Did you get your
unable
gun?
to find a job.
Did you get the gun
What?
I said you should get?
The gun? Oh, no, I did not. I was lent. My brother's girlfriend lent us a BB gun.
Well, it's
but nobody's really infiltrated since
You
then.
can kill rad roaches with that shit.
True. But I guess I'll stop talking and let you guys say stuff. What have you guys been up to recently?
I've been up to dying.
Dying, huh?
Yeah, I've the allergies for fall are just kicking my ass. I've had headaches like all day for the past like 3 weeks.
Oh man, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Okay. How am I gonna say what I've been up to without breaking the rule?
Well, I mean, it's whatever. Before we started the recording, I was like, okay, let's not get too political. But then Bonnie was like, oh, but everything's political. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But I don't mean you can't talk about everything.
More serious than that, I work in political, like I do political work. So that's kind of what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
was
Bonnie's been doing a lot of political work.
Yeah, I'll leave it at I'll leave it at this. I'm from British Columbia. We recently had our election. It's so close that we don't even know the actual result yet, so we'll know in like a week. But I may have helped flip a key area for my party, and I'm very, very proud of that. Because it's gonna literally be like a
Swag.
51 to 50, 51 or 51 to 49 kind of deal.
Yeah, the day before we recorded this yesterday, I was like, okay, guys, I need some people to be on the podcast with me. Is anybody available for this week? And then a bunch of people were like, no, I can't do it. It's like, no, I'm not really feeling it. And then Bonnie was like, hey, I just saved an election. Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm always doing something. I feel
Always-
we're
That was
just
a
not
hell of a
doing anything.
cold open.
Yeah, always getting into cartoonish antics that end up for the better.
I'm a superhero.
True.
I just got done fighting Omni-Man.
In
You
real
can beat
life, holy shit.
Did you win? Or did you just did you run away?
He ran away because he realized the value in humanity through my tears and blood.
He said I fucking love world, and he flew away.
Yeah, it's like the One Piece like under the table. Wait, hold on. Can we make NSFW jokes?
Oh no, yeah, totally.
Oh, like the One Piece foot job under the table, and it's like I want to live.
Well, I guess that's technically a One Piece reference, but only because of the quote. When I hear the word One Piece, the phrase foot job is like very far down the list of things I would expect to hear after it.
Depends on what character is on the screen.
That's true. Speaking of One Piece, a special recently came out called One Piece Fan Letter. That is, as a One Piece fan, I am very, very happy with it. It was I guess the anime's on break right now, so they posted like a 24-minute special that was an animated adaptation of one of the novels, and they did so good with it. I'm so happy with it. It's kind of spoilers technically. I can't like. That's what sucks about a lot of the recent One Piece stuff. I can't recommend it to people because like so much of it is spoilers, but it was so good, so good.
I'm one of the weirdos that spoil something before they look at it.
Yeah,
I don't
a
think
lot of
most people enjoy it like that, so I understand, because I don't want people to spoil themselves for stuff, but it's just like a specific exception for me.
Yeah. I don't usually find myself too bothered. Like I had a lot of stuff spoiled on me regarding One Piece just because, it's been around for like 20 years and I had no choice but to catch up. But even though a lot of stuff got spoiled, I was still very invested in what was happening. It was like still surprising.
I like to research art before I consume it thoroughly, including the plot and all the background shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I work like that. I'm weird.
A little bit. We're all a little bit weird. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have a shelf full of Skylanders on my wall.
I feel like for something that's as drawn out as One Piece has been, it's like kind of impossible to avoid spoilers at this point because so many people post shit about One Piece, like different arcs that are like halfway through the show, shit like that.
For sure.
That's
why I
that
feel
stuff
like,
is like everywhere now. So
Yeah.
because it's gotten so popular over the past couple of years, like it's a
gotten-
cultural phenomenon now. I mean, it was before, but it's got like
Yeah.
way more steam.
Yeah, the One Piece 4Kids dub kind of fucked it over overseas, but I think I think the One Piece live action show is kind of bringing like a bigger crowd.
It's bringing people in for sure.
You did better
Yeah.
than the Bebop live action show, that's for sure.
Ugh, don't
Absolutely.
remind me of that.
I feel like one of those guys that has like a sign on the street that's like, the end is near, you have to be ready, when I'm talking about like getting people into One Piece. Because when we finally get to the end of the series and like find out what the One Piece is and near the conclusion, if you're not already caught up, you're not going to be able to avoid spoilers for it. Like you're going to know preemptively. And I feel like being there and like being caught up in the moment, it's gonna be a fucking. I mean, it feels kind of dweebish to say it about like a manga, but I feel like it's gonna be like a once in a lifetime thing.
Nah, it's influential. I mean, it's a cultural
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
it influenced me a shit ton.
It's
I
a
mean, it
big
used to be
cultural
at a point
milestone.
where like it used to be at a point where anyone who was actually interested in how everything was going to end was already caught up, but now that it's like gotten mainstream popularity through the live action series, there's a bunch of newcomers to it and they haven't caught up yet, either because it's a daunting task or because they put it on the watch list and haven't gotten to it yet. But I mean, like, now that it's not anybody who's interested is caught up, it's kind of like, yeah, and anybody who hasn't is just gonna get spoilers when it ends. But we're probably still quite a ways out from that happening.
Yeah, I give it like another 5 or 6 years before One Piece ends because we're actually getting pretty close.
You're pretty close, but we're still like 5 years out. Though.
I still
That's insane.
I haven't read One Piece. I don't really like too many shonen, to be honest, but I have heard. I like the it's not my own opinion, but I like the people saying that thematically it would make sense for One Piece to be like something that's sentimentally valuable rather than just valuable in a economic sense. So I think that's kind of cool.
I always hear the most what's the word? The most praised thing about One Piece that I hear is the world building, which I can't disagree.
I would hope if you're
world building
50
is-
billion chapters into a manga, you would have good world building. Because if you
think,
didn't, then that would just be like the biggest waste of time and resources.
As someone who world builds as a hobby, I think it's like it's valid to say, but it's a different kind of world building. Because when I hear world building, I'm thinking of a different kind of thing. Whereas I'd say One Piece and something like Star Wars is more in like the fun kind of world building. Whereas, because you can world build for immersion, kind of like in a Ghibli movie, and to world build with like atmosphere and feeling, or you can world build with like systems, like Brandon Sanderson's magic systems, or like the geopolitical systems of New Vegas, or like Star Trek, or whatever the hell. And there's like two different kinds. It's kind of like a soft and hard world building thing, kind of like a soft and hard magic. So I think both are valid and good, and I wouldn't gatekeep the term, but I would stress the difference, because I wouldn't recommend One Piece for the kind of people who like the kind of world building I like. But I like all kinds of world building. I like both kinds. I like the fun world building. Star Wars is like gotta have some of the most fun world building ever. You know, you got like a hairstylist alien named Fungos Hairstylios. You got headcanons about the pizza tasting different on different planets because of the different minerals in the water. You got Naboo being a hollow fucking planet with an entire ocean inside the core, which makes no fucking sense. You have the music that the Max Rebo band plays in the cantina is canonically called Jizz. There's a martial
Yeah, that's
arts-
hilarious.
I've never gotten over that one.
There's a martial arts style. There's a martial art style that can fight with Jedi called Terrace Kasai that you never hear out and mentioned in like any movie or anything like that. Just like a couple of like random games. You have the Mandalorian Crusades, which are like the coolest thing ever. That's what I mean by like fun world building. Whereas Star Trek has like intricate geopolitical conflicts and evolution of the situation, galactic political situation over like centuries, and technological innovations and treaties and concordats and all that stuff. That's more like hard world building. But I like both.
Yeah.
But yeah, One Piece, my favorite fun world building thing. Sorry to cut you off. I love all their. I love the sea monsters and the crazy like weather. How every island has its own like fucking climate. It's fucking funny.
Yeah. There's that at the start of the part after the time skip, which like spoilers, but anytime you look up a One Piece character, there's there's search options that are like, oh, from 2 years ago, or oh, like present day, like that sort of shit. But anyways, after the time skip, they're starting their journey to the first new island, and they have like 3 options. One of them is like completely submerged underwater. One of them is one half of the island is like a blizzard, like snowscape, and the other half is like a scorched, burning landscape.
That's a good example, actually, because for making like geography and world building, you can study actual plate tectonics and weather, and like how ocean currents affect the weather, and how like the kind of light the planet is getting can affect the method of photosynthesis like your plant analogs can use. And you can make like a whole biosphere, ecosphere, a whole geohistory fictional, and that's like hard world building, and that's like kind of what I think of first. But it's also fun and cool to just, like with Ruby, one of my favorite shows, they just made the fucking continents out of like a ketchup stain on a napkin, and then they made one of the continents, specifically the one where like the bad guys are, like a black like dragon shape on the continent and shit, and it's also tied into the mythology of the world, because you have the twin like dragon deities that represent Eastern and Western dragons, which is really cool thematically for the show, since it's about fairy tales and mythology. It's kind of like myth punky that made the planet. And so you can, both are good. A lot of the time people confuse the two, or like there's only one good way to do it. It depends on what the fuck you're making. So yeah, that's my take.
Isn't Ruby canned after the Rooster Teeth disbandment?
I'm pretty sure it's coming back.
Viz Media bought it. It's too valuable to not do anything with. I hope they bring it back, because I like it. I think it's very good.
Yeah, I didn't manage to get to the, I guess technically the punchline of that One Piece thing, where one of the islands is just constantly being struck by lightning 24/7. We never actually got to see the island. We only got to see one of Luffy's rivals like approach the island, and they're like, oh my fucking god, what are we supposed to do? I just love the idea of just permanent and consistent like natural disasters happening to one specific spot. But yeah, that's how long have we been talking about One Piece for?
That's kind of funny coming from someone in Tornado Alley.
Yeah. Now that I'm in Oklahoma, well, I'm thankful we haven't had a tornado yet. Not really sure what I'm gonna do when it comes down to that, because I feel like it's inevitable. But yeah, hopefully the tornadoes are nice and they stay nice and far away from me, and it's all very nice and delightful.
I'll call in a favor from fucking God.
You just hand him a little slip of paper that says you owe me, and he's like, shit.
Are you there, God? It's me, Bunny.
I need a few favors. I'm gonna make.
I don't
some
mind
demands.
using my first name for continuity. I guess I should just call myself Roxanne here.
I mean, I don't know. It's up to I don't mind.
Yeah,
you can call yourself
the character you do
whatever you
for
want.
me is pretty distinct, so.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, while we're on the topic of world building, I've been on a Monster Hunter hyperfixation, and the world building for that series is like really subtle, but it's really good. Like for example, natural disasters are very rare, but the ones that do happen are usually caused by like elder dragons and stuff, which are like primordial beings that carry with them powers beyond human comprehension. Like Goose, cover your ears, spoilers. There's one called Kushala Dahora, and it's a steel dragon, and it controls the wind, and everywhere it goes, hurricanes and rainstorms follow it.
Wait, should I censor that for everybody else, just so that they don't get spoiled too?
No.
Well, what if somebody's
I mean, it's
that's...
only spoilers for you, because you don't want to get that spoiled for you. You know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Most people don't really care.
I I want to kill all the Rathaloses.
Every single one of them.
That's been driving Votan up the wall
You're,
because I
you
call
are,
every
you are
monster
the you are the Aaron Yeager of Rathalos.
I call every monster we encounter Rathalos, and Votan's like, no, that's not fucking Rathalos. That's the only one I know.
He's just gonna keep doing it until my head falls off.
And then when we actually encounter Rathalos, I'm gonna be like, what's that one? I've never seen that one before.
I'm gonna kill you. But yeah, it's cool stuff. Like there's another one, Delamadure. He's like a gigantic snake, like based off of the World Serpent, and he brings down meteors and shit like that, which is like insane. But you know, they've just got like a lot of really subtle and cool world building that really paints a bigger picture of the whole world.
I'm not familiar with Monster Hunter. The best world building I've seen recently is in this really cool like small indie game called the Forever Winter. It's like a co-op. It's like a co-op shooter. I don't care about the actual game.
I have seen that and it looks so cool. I really
Yeah.
can't
never
wait
heard
for
of
that to
that.
come out.
It's impressive how good the fucking. Well, I mean, it is one of those things. A lot of my favorite world games are based on world building projects. Like Iron Harvest is another really good one. This kind of reminds me of Iron Harvest, where it's extremely like well designed and well put together world building.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the world building it's a post-apocalypse where people are living in the ashes of a mechanized AI driven war, like a futuristic war. So it's all post-apocalyptic and grungy. And my favorite part of it is the war, because of the automation and the inhumanity of the way the war was directed and the technology used to fight the war is kind of still slugging along as people are already basically going extinct. One of my favorite things is little details about the world building is even though the armies and the reasons and ideologies that started the war are forgotten by the people, if you are to complete like tasks or to complete objectives that the AI set, military objectives, you still get drones that will drop you resources and food and ammo and all of that shit. So people are compelled by the ghosts of the past to follow the bloodshed and conflict, even though they have no actual relation to why that started, which is a really, really cool world building touch. Not only is it realistic, not only does it fit into the technological systems they invented for it, but it thematically builds on the on the world too, and the story. You know, it's a post-apocalyptic thing where you're literally inheriting rewards for continuing on the sins of the past. It's really fucking good. It's really good world building, and the designs of everything are incredibly competent. The art's incredibly good. I love how
Yeah, the art style feels very like Warhammer 40K-esque.
Yeah, I think it's a lot better, and I say that as a Warhammer person, someone who likes Warhammer a lot. I think it's even better than
It's
than
a lot more
Warhammer.
grounded in reality, which makes it seem a lot more impressive.
Yeah, I need some time to synthesize why I think it's better, but I think that helps a bit. There's more consistency and variety to it, I think. And actually here I got it. I think the way they have religious iconography blended in with their technology, because a lot of the old mechs and battle platforms are like gods, because sometimes they might accidentally protect people, or they might just be beacons to rally people around, and the people don't quite understand like the scale of the technology. So that's a really cool way to do that, which I think is somehow even cooler than Warhammer, which has like all of this really cool religious technological iconography, obviously with like the fucking anything you can pick in that universe. Like the Sororitas or the fucking Adeptus Mechanicus, and yeah. It's actually kind of
I
similar
feel like
to
the religious themes are like a very, very core part of the identity of Warhammer, and that's not really the case for Everwinter. It's just kind of a thing that is happening. It's not really a major point in the world of it. It's just something that happens.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there are different scales. Warhammer is like a way bigger.
Yeah,
scale.
very, very different scales. Yes, it's Forever Winter is just Earth. 40K is like the entire universe.
Yeah, I mean we all know 40K,
It's
right?
mostly
I
just
mean,
the
we've all-
galaxy. And,
Yeah,
and all of
yeah, for
the
the most
all
part.
of the and you know the other dimensions. I was gonna say that's true, and that helps. I meant more like the scale of the franchise, as in like Warhammer is like a decades-long thing with tons of different factions and tons of different editions of the game where they completely change like a lot of things and all of that.
Yeah.
I meant like there's like a lot more going on in Warhammer to focus on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I agree with all of your statements regarding Warhammer 40K, a franchise I am well versed in.
Where'd your balls
I know
go?
next to nothing about 40K. I just know like some lore stuff, and that's it.
I'm pretty good. There's not many things I can't talk about. Although, man, I'm definitely weak on something like Monster Hunter. A lot of Japanese games, a lot of them, and I'm a total weeb with like everything else too.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I just tend to not play too many Japanese games.
Speaking of games, there's two recently. Well, I guess three. Well, there's two that I've been playing and one that I'm waiting to play that I am very satisfied with. That I figured I'd shed some light on in case anybody watching hasn't heard of them before. The first one I've played a little bit of. It's called Liar's Bar. Have you heard of that one, Botan?
Yeah, I got that on my discovery queue and wishlisted it. It looked pretty fun.
It is very fun. It's just it's basically just you 4 people at a table and you lie to each other about what cards you have, and if somebody calls your bluff, or if you incorrectly call someone's truth, you have to play Russian roulette with the gun next to you, and then the last person surviving wins. It is surprisingly fun to play like verbal mind games with people, and the best part is your character's like model follows where your like mouse is moving, like where the camera is, so like you can just like turn to people and stare at them or like nod up and down really fast. That was the most entertaining part of the very start, was just like people's heads freaking out when they were about to get shot. The second one was one I was not expecting to enjoy at all. It's called TCG Card Shop Simulator, which is it's as straightforward as the title entails. You just make your own little shop and you open card packs and you sell them individually. I've played like 16 hours of it. I watched my friend V play it and I was like, this is interesting. I don't know if it's for me though. And then I played like an hour of it and I was like, oh god, I have to keep playing this. I have to make my shop so big. And then the last one, which is coming out, let's see. I think it's coming out the day this is going to be uploaded. Rivals of Aether 2.
Oh,
which
no.
I'm so excited for. What's wrong with Rivals of Aether?
Oh no, nothing wrong with Rivals of Aether. I just eternally have it burned into my memory when, you know, what?
Oh right, yeah. I don't think we can talk. Well, can we? I don't know.
Well,
if we can.
I can bring it. I can say it like this as something for like the audience to consume.
Right. Okay.
Goose had an interaction with somebody in our mutual past about Rivals of Aether, and I think it's actually kind of interesting the dichotomy in which they had like kind of a bit of a falling out over the game with, because you're really into the fact that Rivals of Aether has like all these modded characters and all these like funny
that was one of the biggest interesting things to me, because like
that is a huge draw of the game. But at the same time, I respect that the original game has a lot of depth and nuance in the mechanics or whatever. I'm not like into.
Oh no, yeah, the balanced main roster. I actually have been kind of avoiding the workshop characters recently, ironically, because my friend V plays a lot of the regular roster, and it's just more balanced. I think it's more fun that way if you're actually trying to compete.
Yeah, and that's what they were on about, but
they were just so aggressive about it.
Yeah, you had a there is definitely a disconnect, because like I can kind of sympathize with the idea that it's it takes attention away from the parts of the game that they like, and since it's such a small niche thing, there's probably not a lot of room for both. I think obviously it's a better situation than they give it credit for, and they were way
Oh
too
yeah, because
much of an asshole.
they hated the workshop. They despised it.
Yeah. So I get that it's hard, but it's still something you need to that I think can be resolved, and the two kind of, and you can kind of coexist and appreciate both aspects of the game, which you clearly do. So
Yeah,
I just thought it was an interesting kind of example of that.
Oh no, yeah, it's very fascinating. But Rivals 2, I'm very excited for it. I got to play a little bit of the demo, and very fun. It's a little bit different from the first one. They've added some new things, and it's gone from 2D to 3D, so it like looks completely different. But I think it very well has potential to like genuinely rival Smash Bros, which is not something you could say about a lot of these things, aside from maybe multiverses, but that one kind of like shot itself in the foot with business practices.
The funniest thing that shit did was the hockey crossovers. For me.
True, I remember that, yeah. Apparently somebody on that marketing team fucking hates Steven Universe, because every time they do promotional art, like Steven Universe has like a black eye or something.
Lily Orchard.
I just remember seeing that during one of the hockey ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that stupid little rat.
I think he's fine, probably. Yeah, those are the games I've been playing recently. Those are very fun.
Steven Universe is one of those things where like I don't really care for it, but like people who like shit on it are like more annoying than Steven could possibly be himself.
No, I agree. People like who they just make hating it their entire personality. It's like, okay, man.
Wow, we're mentioning someone without mentioning them.
Oh dear.
Me 5 years ago.
I think that was a lot of guys 5 years ago, and they're like, wait, I can actually enjoy things without people. I don't have to care if people calls me stupid for liking something.
Can I mention other YouTubers?
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna like.
It's just Lily.
It's not like calling someone else.
It's just Lily Orchard, all right.
Oh well, yeah.
Dude, Lily Orchard makes me. Yeah, no, sorry. Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, it's just like the way you said it made me sound like you were describing it as if like you were saying someone else's name in bed. I was like, no, that's fine. I'm not gonna get mad.
Nah,
it's just funny to me.
I'm actually just used to asking what's allowed on podcasts now. But
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, on that topic,
it's better to ask,
the first time I saw that Lily Orchard video, I was fuck. I don't even know how old I was. Hang on. Let me Google when it came out.
It was a while ago now.
Let's see. Yeah, 6 years ago, I was, what,
Yeesh.
14? Yeah, 14. I was not a very smart 14-year-old, so I just took
I was 16.
I took it all at face value.
I keep forgetting you're younger than me, Botan. I don't know why I keep thinking you're older than me.
I don't know either, man. But yeah, I was not a very
19.
smart 14-year-old, so I took everything that was in it at face value, and I rewatched it like maybe 6 months ago, and it's quite possibly the most schizophrenic rant I've ever watched in my entire life.
Video. That's just the bottom. That's just if you want.
Yeah, I didn't remember it as schizophrenic though, because I had clouded judgment, I guess, as
a lot of your brain
14-year-old.
blocked it out.
Well,
memories came flooding back.
it probably also had to do that with like I hated the direction they took it past the first season.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, my judgment was very much clouded by me hating
the
direction of the show. So I took everything in it at face value, and then I made that like my whole personality for a month. And man, I am so glad I was very antisocial at that time, because that would have been a very embarrassing thing to have dug up about me at some point.
I wonder how many lockers you would have been shoved into, Botan.
If you wanna...
No, I was the guy who shoved people in lockers when I was that age.
If you wanna get
As
upset,
bad as that is to admit.
you gotta look at her fucking writing tips video. That is the worst thing on the fucking planet Earth.
Oh
Yeah, no,
God! Why would she do that?
I have not
No.
watched any of their videos after that.
I don't think I've seen a single Lily Orchard
No,
video.
you don't?
I've heard a lot of ruckus about that one Steven Universe video, but I haven't seen
You
any
don't,
like in my feed.
You don't watch the actual. It's not even a video. It's like I think the most viewed video about Lily Orchard. It's two professional writers react to Lily Orchard's writing tips because they're on Twitter. So it's a great video. It's also like it's good beyond just being like, oh my God, look at the cringe. It's like actually cool to see them tear into it.
I checked
Interesting.
out their channel to see what they do, and 4 months ago they posted a video called "I have been harassed and lied about for 12 years."
Yeah, Lily.
What?
Lily is she her. Oh. Oop.
Huh?
Oops.
What happened? Hello?
Discord did the thing where it went on my phone.
Oh, what? How does that happen? That's never happened to me before.
I don't know. It
Anyway,
happens
you
to
were-
me
you
all
were
the
saying?
time. Lily Orchard is she her. So you would just call them her, she, because you said they.
Well, I mean, I use that to refer to people that I don't know personally, for the most part.
No, that works. I use they a lot in general too. I was mostly just saying it in case because a lot of people don't gender Lily correctly. Mostly people.
Well,
think
I don't care about them, but that's a good
Well,
point.
yeah.
Mostly because as shitty as Lily is, you don't want to misgender someone just because they're bad.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I feel like
I would never
that
do that on
happens-
purpose unless it was like
Yeah.
a bit between me and a friend.
Nah,
No, yeah,
use,
Botan's
yeah,
chill.
I was just saying just in case people didn't know, because some people don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly had never. I hadn't like. Because I've never interacted with Lily Orchard before, or like even heard her voice, I was like, oh, I have no idea. So I've always just used they until you said she just now. I was like, oh, is that the right one? I think that's the
Yeah,
right
I
one.
don't.
I can't remember, but I feel like the last time I had watched a Lily Orchard video, they didn't really express their gender identity like that. I might be wrong.
They've been trans forever.
Okay. Yeah,
Forever.
probably.
If you know,
Long
if-
before
if
time had
you
a
know
name.
if you know them as Lily Orchard, you know them post transition. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of people that I think use like when trans people end up like when they turn out to be bad people, they use it as an excuse
yeah,
to be
that's what I mean.
transphobic,
That's
which
what
is
I mean.
no bueno.
That's what I mean. It's like, damn. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that happens so often. It's like, okay.
On
I'm
that
glad
topic, I saw like I don't know if it would be the reverse of that, but Ethan is online. They transitioned like very shortly after they started getting shit on by the entire internet for being a grifter. So I doubt it's related, but like
I've never
they're
heard of-
no,
Never heard of
I'm glad you've never heard of them because they make dog shit videos. But
Huh.
hang on, let me see if I can pull up
I don't know them either.
online.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
The world's a big place.
Can I just say really quick? I was bringing up Lily to make a larger point about
Yeah.
the fact that I find it. I have a lot of interests. I like a lot of stuff, but so I have a lot to compare it to. I have like 10,000-ish YouTube subscriptions. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. But
Damn.
Yeah. The community that is the most dysfunctional and not fun to interact with is the fucking like cartoon community. Like adults that watch cartoons, they are the most like
Oh no.
emotionally
vouch.
dysregulated, fucking insane people. It's so funny because you'd think like, oh, the subject matter is literally like kids shows.
It's literally children's
Yeah,
media.
and but when you think about it a little harder, that actually makes more sense because it's like, it's adults that
Yeah.
are into that shit. And obviously, I don't believe in like the age ghetto. I don't think cartoons are for kids. I think animation can be for adults. But that doesn't mean that there isn't the nuance of the fact that a lot of adults that do like cartoons can be neurodivergent and can be very emotional, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
It's very nuanced. I find a lot of people. I feel like a lot of things have the 3 layers of nuance, where there's like, it's kind of like the bell curve, and it's very hard to talk and get people through all those hoops. So you can both talk about all of the drama with like cartoon YouTube and how dysfunctional it is, and like also talk about how animation should be more acceptable to a wider audience of people. But yeah.
Yeah, when I first like got deeper into that sphere, because I was into Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid, but it kind of like spiked, like my interest in it spiked really hard in like middle school, and then it's just kind of stayed at a consistent low level ever since. I like it when I first got into that sphere on social media. It was like alarming how reactive everyone was. It's so surprising how much people care about differing opinions regarding how characters look in specific episodes.
Yeah, and then
it's even crazier in Thomas because it's like about like specific train models.
Yeah, and then that's when you remember like, oh yeah, like why, like what tends to be the kind of adult that still likes that kind of stuff when they're an adult. It tends to be the ones that aren't as socially molded. And I'm like autistic and have ADHD, and I'm neurodivergent, so I'm not trying to speak ill of like my own kind of person. And I also like cartoons and a lot of other kinds of art too. But yeah, that's totally why.
Yeah. I'm not exactly diagnosed, but I'm 99% sure there's something going on.
There has to be. Like, just look at your profile picture.
There has to be. It's crazy. I mean, you're right. That was a very funny way of saying it.
No, I know. I don't see it as like a mark against me to have that stuff.
Oh no, yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely not like an insult. It's just, it was very funny. You're like, no, definitely. There has to be.
To be fair, there are.
That is very funny.
I was trying to be funny, but it is also like actually not statistically unlikely to not be when you do certain things that I know you do.
Yeah, like be a YouTuber.
Not really a YouTuber, but to cover like Punch-Out videos and shit like that. Yeah, it's a little bit more.
the main reason I started doing that incessantly is because Punch-Out, like, it just gets more views. It doesn't matter what I make. If I make a video about Punch-Out, it's gonna get at least 1,000 views regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
And for those for my viewers, 1,000 viewers is a lot for me. Because most of my other videos will get anywhere between like 50 and like 200 views. Very few other videos on my channel get that many views. So I made one Punch-Out song, and then people liked it, and I did way more, and then people liked it a little bit too much.
I've seen.
I
set
myself up.
I would like to see actual like science about it, but there is some related science, not specifically about what I'm about to talk about, but people actually looking into why a lot of fans of like adult fans of like My Little Pony or like Sonic are like autistic or like furry stuff. Is kind of interesting, and a lot of it is to do with the sensitivity, the hyper sensitivity to like colors and stimuli. So very colorful, stimulating designs like that, I feel like appeal more to some people on like the spectrum and shit like that. Because like it's kind of like that thing with the nuance where it's like obviously you shouldn't have like, oh, you have to be autistic to like Sonic, or liking Sonic makes you autistic, but it is worth studying and looking into the huge percentage, because it's another thing with just being trans. The comorbidity with being trans and autistic is like ridiculously high. Like if you're trans, it is very likely you're autistic, and vice versa. That one actually does have a lot of science and research to back that up. It's kind of crazy, and it's really cool how it relates to the science of both. But yeah, so that's kind of what I mean with like.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, I feel like because people generally want to be nice and polite. A lot of the time, these kind of more nuanced discussions don't really get to happen as much. Because a lot of it, like when I'm talking about that, it almost sounds like demeaning to those people, but none of that research is being done with a demeaning intent. You know, we can research and look into these differences and nuances without passing judgment of morality onto it. I just think it's cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is interesting?
What?
Daily observances.
Coming up with shitty segues to my fucking bits in the podcast. It's time for daily observances, which will be very confusing to the one of you that was not here when it was a thing. Last time you were on the podcast, Bonnie, this did not exist, but now it does. It's like you're like that caveman frozen in a block of ice, and we've melted you, and we're teaching you about the new things. Daily observances. I am on a website called, where did it go? It's completely disappeared. There it is. Nationaltoday.com. Don't go on the website. It's just me on the website.
I actually do know on a day of observance. That's interesting because it's related to your state that you're in, of Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Medicine Lodge Treaty.
Oh, when is that?
It's actually probably the most important thing about your state, because I don't know if you know what Oklahoma is for, but Oklahoma is a place where they sent a lot of Native American tribes from the Great Plains to after, like, Wounded Knee. So it has a really dark history. Oklahoma is basically like a giant jail cell.
Yeah, I definitely got to read up because I have been. I've only been here for a little bit.
Those are the Medicine Lodge treaties, so. Yeah, that's why Oklahoma has all the native. I used to fuck with a fucking Native American girl from there, so I looked into it a bit.
Good to know. But yeah, daily observances is until I can think of a better name for it. It's just a bit we do where I go on nationaltoday.com and look at the quote-unquote holidays that they have set for each individual day. So I've looked it up for the day that this is going to come out, October 23rd. I've had people look it up when the point of the game is to guess. So don't. But the whole thing is I've picked 4 real fake holidays. Well, they're real, but like they're not, like you don't get a day off school for them. So there's 4 real daily observances, and I've snuck in 4 fake daily observances. And the whole point of daily observances, my little game, is to be able to discern which ones are real and which ones are fake.
All right.
And then the victor at the end gets, I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Fake cookie for the fake holidays.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you get your own fake holiday. But yeah, Botan's has more experience than you, so we'll see if this fares in his favor. So, let's get started. The very first one we have for October 23rd is Slanted Frame Day, as in like picture frames on the wall when they're, off center and like tilted. This holiday is about.
Is this?
I feel wrong about saying holiday because they're not.
Is this all from the website or some of the stuff you made up?
Well, yeah, four of them are real and 4 of them I made up.
Okay.
So there's going to be 8 ones I list.
Yeah.
You have to discern which one they're real or fake.
In contrast of if the website made it up. Okay, yeah, so you made up.
No, yeah. I made up 4 of them and I pulled 4 from the website. So yeah, this one is Slanted Frame Day. It's just, I guess, about tidying up your walls.
Does this one have like a description, or is it just in the name?
It's just in the name. Some of them just don't have any description. Like one of the ones that is real doesn't have a description.
Uh-oh. That makes this a little bit harder. Usually the ones that don't have descriptions are ones that you made up.
Mm-hmm. That's what it used to be, but then I was like...
I don't think I have any...
You decided to put more work into it. I don't know. That seems like just stupid enough to where it could be real.
That's what I feel like a lot of these are. A lot of them are just stupid enough to be real.
Yeah, see, I feel like I would be pretty good at this if these were like actual important days of like like the one I just brought up.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah.
But if it's shit like Talk Like a Pirate Day, I have no fucking idea.
No, yeah.
That's
so
real,
many
though.
of these, so many of these daily observances, they're just like some of them are literally just like they give a day to some random name. Like a couple of months ago, there was one that was like Sage Day.
Religious observances, or like fucking.
Well, some of those are here. Like October 23rd is Libya Liberation Day, but I feel like you would know that.
Yeah.
Or Hungarian Republic Day.
I could tell you about
Those sort
what
of
those
things.
days were like. But
Were you there in your little time machine?
no, my little history book though.
True. You say little, but it's probably taller than you.
Yeah.
You got a giant. You carry it on your back like a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we think? Real or fake?
I think it's real.
You think it's real?
I think it's
Yeah.
real.
You think it's real?
Sounds like some.
You both have been made a fool.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's fake. I made it up. Yeah, that one is.
My gut telling me that it didn't have a description made it fake was right. I just ignored it.
You gotta listen to your gut, man. All right, number 2, National iPod Day. Dust off your old iPod and pretend it's the early 2000s all over again.
You know what?
Yeah, I think a millennial made this up and
What
and made it a holiday.
What is like the standard for this being real or not? I'm kind of curious.
I mean, like, there's not really a standard for
I mean, if
the specific
if Goose
observances.
if Goose told you the standard for them being real or not, this game wouldn't be as hard.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
some of them are like.
No, I don't mean like tell me it for this thing. I mean like what does the website use?
I don't know. It seems like they don't have a metric, because like one of these is Lung Health Day, Medical Assistant Day, and then one of these is Mole Day, as in like the chemistry algorithm. Those are all 3 from the website.
Yeah, I feel like something like I don't know. There's different standards you can use, because it's mostly just.
I feel like they should.
Organizations and governing bodies that recognize it, but some of it, like Talk Like a Pirate Day, like we're saying that's real, but like by what standard is that real? Who recognizes that?
I don't know. I mean, it's on the website. That's basically the only metric. If it's on the website, then it's technically real.
Yeah.
Just for that specific day. There have been times where I accidentally say like a daily observance that's real and on a different day. I try to avoid doing that, but that's why I try to pick really obscure ones that are like off the wall. iPod Day. I know, it's like I feel like you would save that for like when the iPod was actually made. Because the iPod was invented.
You know what? Realistically, if I just say that they're all real, I have a 50% chance of being right.
You know what?
That's kind of how I feel right now. Like I feel like I have nothing to go off of.
On an unrelated note, I think it's real.
You just kind of have to go off of vibes, I guess.
I'll just say no, just to be different. I don't know. I have no,
Just to be different.
To be quirky.
I'm like literally flipping coins.
When I had looked up what day the iPod came out, I almost spoiled it because iPod Day is real.
Oh.
That is the day that the iPod was invented and released.
Okay, that makes sense.
I thought they just made it up for like, oh, I like the iPod. So that's a point for Botan. Let's see. What else is there? This one, I don't know. I just picked this one because there's just like, it's not national. It's World Bellhop Day, which is like, I'd understand if it was like national, but like across the entire world is a bit ridiculous.
Nah, bellhops deserve that. Should be real. I'm gonna vote yes just to make it real, even if it's not. We gotta do that.
To make it real, I mean, you could will it into the world. You just gotta put it on the website.
My feeble little brain does not remember what a bellhop is, so I'm gonna say it's fake.
They're like the guys at the hotels, right?
Those are bellboys.
Bell boys? What? What am I thinking of then?
Isn't that the same thing?
Is it? I don't know,
somewhere.
man. I don't know
No.
hotel terminology.
Well, I've lived in hotels for a lot of my life, so no, bellhop, because a bellboy genders it. It's the same thing, but bellhops can be girls
Yeah.
too. Bellhops are
Yeah.
they put your luggage on the little trolleys. Basically, they carry your luggage in.
I looked it up, and one of the like searches it
Isn't,
fills in is it bellhop or bellboy?
The Spanish dude with the long name in Sweet Life is a bellhop. Sweet Life is second.
Oh yeah, that guy. Okay.
I just thought he was
so-
a chauffeur.
No, chauffeur is a. I used to have one of those too. I grew up rich, really rich. So, I used to have one of those too. Chauffeurs are just drivers. They're nothing to do with bellhops. They're
Yeah.
private drivers.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I thought that's what he was though.
Oh, okay.
So wait, Botan, you said fake, and Bonnie, you said real.
I think it's fake.
Okay.
I think it's real because they deserve it.
That's true. I mean, maybe you can get that holiday started, and then retroactively you'll be correct. But for now, you are incorrect because I made up World Bellhop Day.
I see.
It's 2 for Botan. 2-0. This one is probably my favorite that I've encountered today. It's National Slap Your Coworker Day, which is like.
Man, I should
this one-
have gone and slapped my coworker when I picked up my check this morning.
This one has like a whole paragraph to go with it. It's like so much longer than all the other ones.
All right, because I'm.
Let's hear it. Read off the whole thing.
It's your coworker in the next cube is at it again, yakking it up nonstop, clipping her nails, popping her gum, and sucking up to the boss. Normally you just grin and bear it, but today is different because it is National Slap Your Coworker Day. This annual event takes place every October 23rd, so if someone at work is bugging you, don't be shy, take advantage.
All right, so.
There is no fucking way you didn't write that up. That's fake. That is fake as fuck. Your laugh tells all.
How could I make this up? You can't make this shit up, man.
You absolutely can, and I think you did.
All right. Well, now I know where you stand.
I don't know. I guess it's fake. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I feel like there's no thinking to my answers here. I just kind of like hearing them.
Yeah. This is like this like little challenge is like the antithesis of the way you think about things, because like it's literally just like it's just the way Botan does it. It's just with his gut. Although what you said about it like being like things that are actually registered being.
For me, I get like way too into it, because then I start actually defining what makes any day like a valid day or not.
No, yeah, I think that's an interesting perspective. I might take that into account next time I do this. But for now, final answer, Bonnie? You think real or fake? National Slap Your Coworker Day.
It's fake.
Okay. That one was real. I didn't make that one up.
Damn.
See, that's what I mean. Like,
it's-
who the fuck is recognizing that? Like, what?
Whoever's recognizing this as a holiday is like getting written up. It's like, what? It was National Slap Your Coworker Day, and the boss is like, no, man, that's not real.
Wait, was it national?
It was National Slap Your Coworker Day.
Oh, well, how the fuck can? Because if it's national, whatever. You know, part of my job is to actually like make sure is to look into stat holidays that are like federally recognized. So I also have like an entire like bureaucratic thing in my head. It's kind of funny how it actually makes this like way more difficult, because the best thing to do is just guess based on your gut, but that's like literally the least that's at the furthest from how I think. You're right.
Yeah. This is like, it's like it was designed for you to get like a score of 0. Let's see. What else was there? Oh shit, I clicked on it. I gotta go back. The next one we have is, who's texting me? Oh, this is somebody about emulator stuff. Okay. That was the halfway point. So this is number 5. National Croc Day, as in the shoes.
I don't know.
It's the fact that it's national that gets me. It's like, that,
I mean, they're making a comeback.
Like, that's
I
definitely
think-
a lie that it's national. You can call it that, but that doesn't make it easy.
Exactly. So many of these are like national or like world, which is like,
World is actually
No.
easier to do than national, because with World you can just do it from any like multinational organization. But a national you would typically mean that a government recognizes it, which there's no way a government recognizes any of this shit.
I want to say that Croc Day is a thing that exists, but I don't. Something tells me that it's not today of all days.
nah, I wouldn't explicitly choose one like that's on an incorrect day,
Okay, gotcha. I'll say it's real then.
because that's happened before.
It's real. Maybe it's a marketing thing.
It probably.
And it is. You'd be right. You both get a point. National Croc Day is real. I don't know why, but it's there and it exists.
That's the type of thing where it's like, it's stupid, but it's like, yeah, that's definitely something that somebody celebrates.
I just can't. How would you celebrate
I
it
think
aside
it's
from
just
like
Wearing
buying
Crocs.
I
Crocs?
think
Wearing
that and
Crocs.
the iPod thing are just marketing.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, the
definitely.
iPod one was just,
And
I
maybe
guess,
tech fans.
it was the anniversary of when it was released.
Yeah, because yeah, obviously that shit is like probably the last major life-changing innovation. Not the iPod, but the iPhone is a prerequisite to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I would credit Apple with the tech, but that's a different story.
Yeah. I agree. What are we on now? Number 6? Okay. Dirty Whiteboard Day. This one doesn't have national or world on it. It's just for dirty whiteboards. I assume in like schools or offices. Because as someone with a whiteboard in my room, that shit, like if you don't clean that stuff, if you don't clean your whiteboard, it's gonna stain. And then you just have a dirty whiteboard.
It's real. It's an initiative.
That's why they make Windex, bro. That shit's fake.
I've tried to use Windex on the whiteboard. It did not get rid of all the stains.
Oh, damn.
No, yeah, it can get really bad if you don't clean your whiteboards.
We had smart boards in my schools.
Yeah, me too. They
for me, it was like a
sucked
mix
so
of the two.
bad though.
Well, actually, it depends. I went to a ton of schools. Some of them were just chalkboards.
There were so many. I think I saw my teachers calibrate the smart board more than they actually used it.
Yeah, they caused so many technical difficulties with classes that it's like, why? Why even have these? I mean,
At that point, just use a projector.
I had no issues with smart
I mean,
boards.
that's pretty much what they are. They're just projectors with touchscreens.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
I had no issues using them or being taught by them since I've actually been a teacher. Assistant
I think a lot of it
teacher,
was just
but
like
yeah.
older teachers trying to get a grapple on new technology.
Yeah, I noticed that the younger my teacher was, the easier of a time they had with smart
Yeah,
boards,
for me,
and
for
then
me,
they
it's
were
pretty
like
much
fine.
flawless when I was using them.
Yeah.
Depends on the model, I guess.
But yeah, watching like a 70-year-old senile man try to figure out how to calibrate a smartboard was like, it basically just made it a free period.
I also don't remember my high school as much as you guys probably do.
I mean, it's only been like
I'm an old lady.
how long has it been? It's been 4 years, which is wow, that's crazy to think about it. It's been 4 years since I graduated high school.
Oh, God.
And it has all been it's faded.
Yeah.
There's not a lot
for
that I
me-
remember.
For me, it's like for me, it's a lot of it's faded, and it's kind of sad. I'm 25 now, so
It has been 3 years since I dropped out and got a GED.
I didn't know you dropped out.
Yeah, I'm a dropout.
There's nothing
Wow.
wrong with that.
I was like, so I had moved from Florida where I had been like basically my whole life. I left like all of my friends behind, and going to school was like, so I had gotten held back because the year that I had moved was the year COVID hit. And as someone with severe untreated ADHD, I could not do online classes, especially not over Zoom. It was so fucking bad. So
Oh, yeah.
I just skipped Zoom meetings. I skipped all of the online assignments, and I got flunked out. So I got held back. That was incredibly demotivating for me. So going to classes that I had like already done like 60% of at the school that I had previously been at for like half a year, it just took everything out of me. So I just like,
No,
dude,
that's
fuck
fair.
this. I'm gonna get a GED. So I did. The funny thing is that I didn't even have to study for it. I didn't even have to like pay attention in class. I just waited until I had been there for long enough for me to be able to take the test, and I aced it on my first try. It was like stupidly easy.
I spent my senior year, like taking online classes because I graduated in 2020. It was I don't know the way they handled it was I was not a big fan of.
Yeah,
'Cause
no, you
when
can absolutely tell that they were not ready to use like these already pretty dated systems that they use for online assignments to teach an entire school's worth of kids.
Well, not even that. It was like my school kind of made like they made a bit out of it. Like I don't know what they are, but my class, they got this like, I don't remember what they put on it. It's like this little plastic thing that was like an award, I guess. It's like a gas mask wearing like the graduation hat on it, and it says my name and 2020 on it. So I guess
that's
celebrate that I
badass.
got it. I mean, it's kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of the shade of blue they used, but I don't know. I'd rather just they gave me my degree instead of a piece of plastic. I mean, they
Man,
gave
this
me my
shade of
diploma,
blue
but-
just ate it, bro.
All right, man. All right. You know what? For that Botan, I don't even remember what the thing was, whether it was real or fake. So you don't get a point. Bonnie gets a point.
What the hell,
Punishment
man?
to
What
you.
the hell?
That's what you get, man. So you're stuck at 4, and Bonnie's at 2.
It was dirty whiteboard day.
Yeah.
I
That one-
said it. I said
it's-
it was fake.
Oh, I was
It was fake, but it's real now to spite Botan.
I was gonna
Okay, well,
I was gonna say
all the true Botan believers will know that the score is 5-1.
you have Botan stands watching.
No.
Nobody watches the podcast episodes.
Aw.
Let alone stand
some of them
me
do.
of all people.
Well, you're so likable, Botan.
People would stand me, I think.
Oh yeah. If I could get you on more like streams and stuff, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta. I don't know how to like. If you're not on Discord, like there's just no way of reaching you. So I just have to like wait until the brief flashes where you're online. I'm like, oh my god, Ron, you want to get on? You want to get on stream together?
I'm gonna be on more now. I'm actually gonna officially switch off of invisible, so I'm gonna instantly start getting DMs up the ass. But
Yeah, no, people see women and femme presenting people on small channels and they're like, I have a chance.
You know, that's actually interesting. Ever since I started like trying to present as more androgynous and like leaning more into femininity, I've gotten a lot more comments.
I mean, yeah, I like
Regarding
I
that.
like your profile.
Yeah,
cute.
I'm not against the comments. It's just interesting that I got so many more when I started presenting more femininely.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot of me to look at online too. So
Yeah, you do a lot of dressing up in big fancy outfits.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fire.
Men have one requirement: must be female, optional.
Optional. Let's see what else. There's 2 more, and then we can be done with this bit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Where was it? Okay. TV talk show day. Which I don't know if they deserve their own day. It doesn't even say national or anything. It just says.
Is there a
TV
description
it's a
for
day
it?
for you.
For me.
Yeah, we're getting aired on fucking.
I wonder.
I was gonna say Fox, but that's the worst channel to have picked.
Oh god.
I wonder if there's a YouTube like holiday, aside from like the creation of the actual website.
Fox literally paid off like the biggest slander libel fucking case in like U.S. Judiciary history, I think, because they were lying about shit related to the election.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think it was like literally $1 billion case. It was insane.
Damn.
Fox News now touted as the only company to blow $1 billion so they could tell lies.
I can do that for free. Like what I'm doing right now.
Me when I spread misinformation on the internet.
Me when I spread misinformation to my two good friends on a podcast episode. But yeah, I don't even know who they like. They have an image here of who I assume to be a talk show host, but I don't recognize him. He's just like a white guy with big cheekbones.
Could you send a screenshot? I might recognize him. I used to watch TV a lot more.
Well, that would give it away if it was real or fake, Botan.
Well, I mean, you could just send me a generic white guy's picture.
Well, what do you think, it's real or do you think it's fake? Depending on whether it is or
not.
Was
there a description for it at all?
Oh, it's the most fucking like Hallmark Christmas card ass description ever. It's like, celebrate the TV talk show hosts who fill our evenings with warmth and laughter. Oh, hashtag delightful.
Did you add the hashtag or was that in there?
No, I did add the hashtag.
Okay.
I started to come up with the hashtag.
I think that's probably real.
It's real.
You think it's real?
Yeah, so send me that screenshot. I'm locking in my answer.
You both get a point. TV talk show host today is real, even if it is stupid. That's 5-3. I will send you a quick. I'll just send a screenshot.
It's 6-2.
Nope. That's just not true.
Biased host.
Man, it's not real. The points don't matter.
The points are real to me, damn it. I have to win at everything I do.
I don't know about all that, Botan. You cannot win this time.
I'm the conqueror.
There's this non-distinct white man.
I have no idea who that is.
That's what I'm saying. You think they'd use somebody that's more well known, but I have no clue who this is. I'm assuming it's a stock image, but like, I don't know.
I mean, why couldn't they have just been like someone that's even like remotely recognizable, like Stephen Colbert or something?
Anybody? I have no idea. Okay, last one. This is the very last one. It is Hikama Day. Like as in the vegetable.
Oh, okay.
Hikama, or is it Jikama? I thought it was Hikama.
I think
it's Gikama.
Hikama? Jicama?
it is Hikama.
Yeah, Hikama. It's
I'm not Googling the holiday, but I'm Googling what that is.
Oh no, yeah, I had to look it up when I saw it. It's just like it's a Mexican turnip essentially.
Literally, the first result is a picture that makes it look like an anatomical representation of testicles.
What the hell? Oh wait, no, yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
it does kind of look like that.
Hikama's like I'm obviously gonna be good at the world food shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, these look. I haven't had one before, but these kind of look good. Like there's some images that are like cut up into fries.
They are, especially
yummy.
if you like actual like.
I'm gonna flip a coin on this one because I have no idea.
Oh damn! I kind of want some of these now.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny much closer.
It's real. The coin has decided.
Yeah, I agree.
You both think it's real? Well, we're ending in how it began because I made up Hikama Day. Although it should be, because those things look yummy as fuck. So final score has come down to 5-3. And Botan's fake ass truth will tell you it's 6-2, but it's just not true. I mean, even if he lost that extra point, he still won. So I don't know why that 1 point matters to you so much.
Because you took it from me out of spite.
Oh yeah, maybe you shouldn't have sassed me. I don't even remember why I took it from
I
you.
don't remember either.
Oh, it's because you mocked me. Yeah, I took that point from you because you mocked me.
Man,
Let
I
this be
do
known.
that all the time. This is the first time you try to get back at me for it.
Yeah.
In such a meaninglessly petty way.
Whatever, man. It's fine. But yeah, that's the end of daily observances. It's one of the many bits I've tried to do. Out of the 3 that I remember, this is the one that has stayed with us. The first one was celebrity birthdays. I don't even remember if there was a bit for that one. I would just mention celebrities that were born on the day the video is posted, and we'd talk about them. And then the second one was I would read the reviews of random Amazon products, and I would try to get people to guess what the products were.
I think that sounds more
they
fun,
fell through.
honestly.
That one's more interesting. I just, when I first did it, I didn't put as much time into it as I should have. I do kind of want to take another crack at it sometime.
Yeah, I feel like that's
but
better than this one, to be honest. This one I'm just fucked on, like, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of it is basically what Botan did. It's just a lot of gambling, which is fair.
Yeah, I feel like
do
you'd be
gotta-
better just using the statistical games. Like, on the second question, I shouldn't have answered my one. I forget what what it's called in the statistics, but I know statistically I would have been more likely to... I should have guessed the iPod thing, just based on the frequency of, like, no's and yeses coming up in the data set. I forget what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, I will definitely... I mean, odds are it'll be like 2 or 3 months until the next episode, so I'll have plenty of time to reevaluate my
I can probably
games.
do another one next week.
No, I'd be down to do more episodes. It's just
I have a lot
everyone's
to say.
availability.
I'm good on a podcast.
Oh no, trust me. I know you have a lot to say. Going off of the episode 4 that you were on, that one's like I still think that one's the longest episode yet. That one was
And that's
an
literally
hour
just
and
like
26
2
minutes.
topics.
Yeah, Patronic 9000.
Oh no, that's the second longest episode.
Oh.
The only one longer than that is episode 10 when we did the questionnaire. That one was almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it is time to start wrapping up. So
Yeah.
everyone, viewers, I almost called them chat. Viewers, thank you so much for watching Anything But Everything episode 19. Hopefully, episode 20 won't take a cajillion years to come out. I dropped the thing I was fiddling with because I've got I've got too much energy.
Yeah.
But yes, I will try and get my little team together to do more episodes more frequently. But that also means I have to post more frequently because I don't want my channel to just be like a bunch of podcast episodes. But anyways, would either of you like to shill anything before we close things off?
Nah, I don't really have much to shill.
Yeah. Aside from your YouTube channel.
I have not started work on another video yet.
I'm not gonna shill a specific party, but I'm gonna shill going out and voting in November. All right, guys.
True. Yeah, that's. How about we shill that? How about you vote? Please, please, please vote. I'm begging you.
Mm-hmm.
This is extremely important.
Guys, I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump.
Don't do that. That's evil Botan. That's Wotan.
Yeah, he'll keep me out.
Wotan. It's just me, but I have a Wojak face instead of my normal
like
face.
Wario.
No, not a Wojak. Yeah, it's your Wario. It's like I have Woos and Bonnie
But
has
they actually
Bonnie.
look more like respectable because they're
Yeah.
clean shaven and they don't have sharp teeth. They're just kind of like a normal looking
Yeah.
guy, but they're actually evil.
Yeah, Wot.
Oh no,
Wotan is
my
evil.
evil counterpart is a regular white man.
The average. What do I have? I said the Discord server earlier, but I have some social medias. Those will probably be in the description. There's Newgrounds, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and I guess I got to start adding Blue Sky now that I'm on there. I think that's it. That's aside from social medias, I don't have much else going on aside from YouTube. So, this has been Anything But Everything. Any last words, Bonnie?
That's all. That's all, folks. Do.